Hey everybody, welcome to eZeLiving.com. I'm Andy.
And I'm Paul.
Today we're going to talk about what kind of car to buy in a hot environment, like the UAE or Saudi, where you have a desert and not much else. So, the good thing about the UAE here in Dubai is that gas is cheap, insurance is cheap, and cars are cheap. What do you buy? My big rule is be practical.
Okay, so if you're young, practicality has a completely different meaning for you. It's going to revolve around your budget. You're not going to be really thinking in terms of family or what's going to last the longest. You're going to be thinking in terms of what looks good. So the two-seater single sports car is going to be high on your list, but can you afford it? Most likely not. For young people, you're going to be considering something that you can spend your money on without being broke. Now, a good choice that a lot of people are going with is the Toyota Yaris. Personally, I hate it. But it seems to be a choice of car for young people because of its price and you don't spend a lot of fuel on it.
I really don't understand when people go out and be impractical with their cars, like buying a Bugatti Veyron, because it's costing you millions of dollars. And on top of that, you can't even use it here because over every curve is a speed detector, which you know about quite well, don't you, Paul?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Now, if you're part of a family, if you're a dad or a mom, you're probably gonna be taking your car all over the place, dropping the kids off at soccer practice or taking them to school, hauling things around. You want something that's more durable, a little bit bigger so you can fit everybody in there. I like the GMC Yukon and the Tahoe from Chevy. Pretty awesome.
The Land Rover is a very nice car as well for families because you've got 7 seats. Moms, don't forget that when you drop off the kids, it's a bit of a fashion contest at the school parkyard. So you want a nice car, something you're going to look good in because all the rest of the moms are going to be comparing your car versus their car. So you want to look good.
Get some spinners on that thing. It looks pretty baller.
They look like they're in high school all over again. All the moms, they're like trying to compete who's got the best car. All right, the third group of people is the adventure type. You love being outdoors, you love going mountain climbing, skydiving. This is usually a phase that hits a lot of people once they get older in their lives. So mid-30s, so you usually got a bit more money to spend on your car. I would recommend going with something like a Jeep because it's very durable, very rock solid. It's four-wheel drive, so you can get into those sort of difficult to go places. Like in Dubai, a lot of people take their Jeeps out into the desert. Another good choice as well is the Toyota FJ Cruiser. This in fact has the same engine as the Prado, but costs a lot less than the Prado, and it's because it's Japanese, you got a lot of spare parts, repairs are cheap, maintenance is cheap, so it's a very good car to go with.
Lastly, are you a workaholic? Do you go to work and then go home at night, go from home to work? You don't spend much time doing anything at all.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, definitely. You have a whole lot of choices. If you've just gotten out of school, you're just starting a job, you probably don't have a whole lot of money, that's when you see a lot of the Yarises driving around and a car that's very cheap and not gonna impress a whole lot of people. But if you're making a little bit more money, take that extra step, maybe get a Cadillac CTS, something with a little more power, a little bit more luxury, so when you pull up at that meeting, you are looking snazzy.
Another thing to remember is if you're a workaholic, you're probably going to be driving quite a bit. Make sure you get a car with an engine that's going to last you a lot of miles. Preferably a V8 simply because it's a bigger engine and you'll get a lot more mileage out of it than a V6 or something like a 4-cylinder.
If you are working here alone in Dubai, anticipate people are going to come and visit you, say the family's going to come and visit you. Probably not the best idea to get a 2-seater when dad will be probably chilling in the trunk and mom will be riding up front. Get a car with 4 doors and can seat a few people. It's always nice. Well, those are our tips on buying a car either here in Dubai or if you live in a deserty, hot area. Thank you for tuning in. If you have any other comments, be sure to leave them down below. You're watching Easy Living, where you can find anything and everything lifestyle.